Have you ever felt stuck trying to express yourself, fumbling for the right words, only to watch opportunities slip through your fingers? Or perhaps you've been in a conversation that seemed like an endless maze, leaving you drained and unheard. In a world where relationships are currency and words hold power, mastering communication is not just a skill, it's a superpower. Picture this. A confident individual walks into a room, instantly commanding attention, not because they are the loudest, but because they understand the art of connection. They speak, and people lean in, eager to hear what's next. That could be you. Yes, you can transform your ability to connect, to persuade, to inspire, and to lead. But here's the thing. Effective communication isn't just about speaking eloquently or crafting clever arguments. It's about understanding the human mind, building trust, and creating genuine impact. Today, we're going on a journey, not a boring textbook lecture about grammar or vocabulary. This is about real-life, actionable techniques that will elevate your interactions. By the end of this audiobook, you'll see conversations not as obstacles to overcome, but as opportunities to seize. Whether it's acing an interview, mending a fractured relationship, or delivering an unforgettable pitch, the strategies we're diving into will become your secret weapon. But beware, this isn't a magic pill. Mastering communication takes effort, practice, and a willingness to confront the habits that might be holding you back. Are you ready to challenge yourself, to unlearn old patterns, and to build a version of you that's impossible to ignore? Stay with me. In the next chapter, we'll unravel the secrets of what makes communication work and why most people get it so wrong. Here's a hint. It's not about what you say, but how you make others feel. Chapter 1. The Power of Connection. At its core, communication is about connection. In a world filled with noise and distractions, the ability to make someone feel heard and understood is a superpower. Think back to a time when someone truly listened to you, how it felt like you mattered. That's the kind of connection great communicators create. Whether you're in a room full of strangers or sitting across from a loved one, your ability to connect determines the depth and impact of your words. But connection isn't just about talking. It's about empathy. It's about stepping into someone else's world, understanding their perspective, and responding with authenticity. When you prioritize connection over perfection, something magical happens. People stop focusing on what you're saying and start feeling what you mean. This emotional resonance is what separates good communicators from great ones. And the best part? You don't have to be perfect. Start by showing up as your authentic self, flaws, quirks, and all. True connection isn't found in polished words. It's found in sincerity. Chapter 2. Listening as an art. Most people listen to respond, not to understand. This is where the breakdown begins. Real communication starts with listening, not the kind of listening where you're formulating your reply, but the kind where you're fully present, absorbing every word, tone, and emotion. Think of the last time someone truly listened to you. Didn't it feel like a gift? The secret to becoming a masterful communicator lies in this gift. When you listen deeply, people feel valued. They open up. They trust you. And trust is the currency of meaningful relationships. But here's the twist. Listening isn't passive. It's active. It's nodding, asking thoughtful questions, and letting silence fill the space when needed. Silence isn't awkward. It's where understanding grows. Mastering listening is a journey. It starts with putting away distractions, making eye contact, and truly focusing on the other person. As you practice, you'll find that people gravitate toward you. Why? Because In a world where everyone wants to be heard, the one who listens holds the real power. Chapter 3. Speaking with Impact. Words can move mountains, but only if you use them with intention. Think about the speeches that gave you chills, or the stories that stayed with you long after they ended. What made them unforgettable? It wasn't just the words, it was the passion, clarity, and purpose behind them. Speaking with impact doesn't mean being loud or dominating a conversation. It means choosing your words carefully and delivering them in a way that resonates. One of the biggest mistakes people make is overcomplicating their message. Simplicity is power. The best communicators know how to distill complex ideas into simple, relatable terms. Start by asking yourself, what's the one thing I want this person to walk away with? Once you have that clarity, build everything around it. But delivery matters too. Your tone, body language, and pace can make or break your message. Confidence isn't about being perfect. It's about being present. When you speak from the heart, people will listen, not because you're loud, but because you're real. Chapter 4. Overcoming fear. Fear is the silent enemy of communication. Whether it's the fear of judgment, rejection, or failure, it paralyzes you, leaving your thoughts tangled and your words stuck. But here's the truth. Every great communicator started where you are, unsure, nervous, and afraid. The difference? They didn't let fear win. The first step in overcoming fear is acknowledging it. It's okay to feel scared. It means you care, but don't let it stop you. Instead, reframe it. What if your nerves weren't a sign of weakness, but a sign of growth? What if every awkward conversation or stumble was a step closer to mastery? Start small. Practice speaking in low-pressure situations. Celebrate tiny wins. Over time, you'll notice something incredible. The fear doesn't disappear, but your courage grows louder. And when your courage speaks, people listen. Because the most powerful messages come from those who dared to rise above their fears. Chapter 5. The Art of Nonverbal Communication. They say actions speak louder than words, and when it comes to communication, this couldn't be truer. Nonverbal cues, your facial expressions, gestures, posture, and even the way you hold eye contact often communicate more than the words you say. Have you ever been in a conversation where someone's words said one thing, but their body language told a completely different story? That disconnect can make or break trust. Nonverbal communication is about alignment. Your tone, expressions, and movements must match the intent behind your words. For instance, when you're sharing something exciting, let your energy show in your posture and facial expressions. When you're discussing something serious, maintain calm, yet intentional eye contact. The power of your message lies in how congruently you express it. Mastering nonverbal communication starts with awareness. Pay attention to your habits. Are you fidgeting, crossing your arms, or avoiding eye contact? These small cues can unintentionally send messages of discomfort or disinterest. When you align your body language with the emotions behind your words, you become not only believable, but unforgettable. Chapter 6. Navigating Conflict with Grace. Conflict is inevitable in life, but how you handle it defines the strength of your communication skills. Many of us fear disagreements, associating them with broken relationships or awkward tension. But the truth is, conflict is an opportunity, a chance to understand others better, to learn, and to grow. The key to navigating conflict is staying calm and composed, even when emotions are running high. Take a step back and ask yourself, what's the bigger goal here? Is it to prove you're right or to find a solution that works for everyone? Great communicators focus on resolution, not retaliation. One powerful technique is to listen first. Let the other person express their thoughts fully before you respond. Validate their feelings, even if you don't agree with them. This doesn't mean you're conceding, it means you're creating space for understanding. When you approach conflict with empathy and patience, you transform tension into trust and disagreements into opportunities for growth. Chapter 7: Crafting a Memorable Story. Stories have shaped human communication since the dawn of time. They captivate us, inspire us, and stay with us long after the facts fade. If you want to be a master communicator, you must learn the art of storytelling. A great story doesn't need to be elaborate. It needs to be real. The best storytellers draw from personal experiences, weaving them into narratives that resonate. They make their audience feel the emotions behind the words, whether it's joy, pain, or triumph. But storytelling isn't just about entertainment, it's about impact. Think about the last story that inspired you. What made it powerful wasn't the plot alone, it was the way it connected to something deeper within you. As you craft your stories, focus on making them relatable. Add vivid details that bring the listener into the moment. Use pauses to emphasize key points and let the emotions settle. And most importantly, end with a takeaway, something your audience can carry with them long after the story ends. Chapter 8: Adapting to your audience. Communication isn't one size fits all. The way you talk to a friend over coffee is vastly different from how you present in a boardroom. To truly connect, you need to adapt to your audience. This doesn't mean changing who you are. It means meeting people where they are. Start by understanding your audience's needs, values, and expectations. Are they looking for inspiration, practical advice, or entertainment? Tailor your tone, language, and examples to match their mindset. For instance, when speaking to professionals, use concise, clear language. When addressing a younger audience, infuse energy and relatability into your words. Flexibility is the hallmark of great communicators. When you learn to adapt, you become someone who can connect with anyone, anywhere. This versatility doesn't just make you a better speaker, it makes you a better listener, leader, and friend. The power of adaptation lies in its ability to create bridges where none existed before. Conclusion: mastering communication skills is one of the most powerful investments you can make in yourself. It's the key to stronger relationships, greater opportunities, and a deeper sense of connection with the world around you. But this journey isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Each conversation, whether successful or challenging, is a step forward. Now it's your turn. Take what you've learned and put it into action. Speak with intention, listen with empathy, and connect with authenticity. Your words have the power to inspire, heal, and transform, not just others, but yourself. Remember, communication is a bridge, and every time you use it, you're building connections that can change lives. So start now. Speak your truth, share your story, and embrace the incredible journey of mastering the art of communication. If you found this valuable, there's so much more to explore. Check out our other videos to continue growing your skills and becoming the best version of yourself. Your journey has just begun.